All right, it's time to go home. We have our boarding pass, and this is sort of a week in review. This has been a very busy week for a bunch of reasons. One, of course, is that we've been doing an awful lot of work on what's going on down on the border, gathering information about this mass number of people that are coming across our southern border, the unaccompanied alien minors that are coming across the border. We've had a briefing not only from and information not only from our federal officials, the Border Patrol and others, but we yesterday had a briefing from the Texas Department of Public Safety, which was very eye-opening about what's going on from the standpoint of the criminal element on the border. They're doing a surge on the border right now to help the Border Patrol, who are overwhelmed by these people coming across and having to get them processed, to where the real fear is that the cartels will start pushing large loads of dope across the border, which they actually have been doing. DPS is down there to intercept them and have been making seizures and will continue to make seizures down there. It's a joint effort. They are partnering on it. It's a great partnership, and we should be very proud of our state for partnering with the federal agencies that are down there as they're overwhelmed by this mass of people coming across the border. In addition, we talked about, the price of gasoline's going up. We all know it. We have to fill up our cars every week, and we know what's going on. And we passed 3 bills that are trying to lessen the burden on middle class on energy. Let's be hopeful that our colleagues in the Senate will take this up, although it may be like a lot of other things, land on Harry Reid's desk and then go nowhere. That's an honest assessment, but it's not the world I want to live in. I don't think you do either. I think we want our elected officials to vote and tell us where they stand on these issues. And if the vote fails, then we know it doesn't have the support. But not taking it up when it's already been passed by one of the houses, I think, is quite honestly abusive. We're still talking about the VA. I've talked to the director of the FBI. He is going to be sending an investigative team, if they're not already there, into the Temple VA to look at the allegations in our Temple VA. Speaking with active Secretary of the VA, Gibson, about the excessive wait times in the VA, and we're continuing to pursue, at the local area, is everything that's wrong in America with the VA also wrong right there in Temple, Texas. And we're seeing some whistleblowers come forward, and quite honestly, we have concerns. That's what we're doing this week, and we're going to continue to pursue this stuff. Sometimes it looks like things are kind of bogged down because there's so much going on in Washington right now with the IRS scandals, the Benghazi scandal, and it seems like scandal after scandal after scandal. But we got to work through all this, because just like even in the courtroom, you got to go out and you got to do your discovery to find out what the real story is, and that's what we're doing right now. And that's sometimes a very tedious process. But we'll get to the truth. It may take a while, but we'll get there. I'll see you in Texas. I'll be there for a week next week, and I'll be pretty much all over the district. So I hope to run into you wherever you are. Okay, thank you, and have a great week.